Really? You mean they're already up? They said, listen, they said somebody sent them something, right? Okay. How on earth? Now, wait a minute. Let me go back to Donat. Now, if Donat and he was with Jaguar Wright, it must have been her birthday, correct? You could see them in the video, playing pool. And then you could see Jaguar Wright. She was walking down this, down the sidewalk, and she was looking at shops, and then something caught her eye. And then she, went into this little shop, and she was trying on like a white hat. And then there was one that was just like it, but it was in a different color. Like it appeared to be maybe a dark navy or a black. All right. So as she's trying on these hats, I'm pretty certain that was Donat in the background saying, the black looks good on you, something to that effect. But the white, it's like the black is good, but the white, So I don't know which color she decided. And then I believe it was the shop owner who, they took a little selfie, or maybe Donat took the picture of the two of them together. Right? So, I'm just kind of saying, well, she's having fun. She doesn't look like she's pressed. Why is everybody else, so excited about, locating Jaguar Wright? Well, thank you. So Louisiana it's now 11:15. All right. So 12 hours ago would be, 11:15 p.m., right? So 7, put 5 onto that. So that would be about right. That would be about right. So somewhere around 4 o'clock in the morning, someone is up, posting. I don't know, it's just like any time is a good time for them. But they were up and posting, and I was just really surprised. Now, wait a minute. I mean, think about this, guys. This person posted what appears to be the inside of the hotel room where Jaguar is staying. How does that happen? Somebody apparently sent her a photo. She says it's one of her members, the big A word. I just thought of that right now. I said the big A word. Yes. You can fill it in. No, Midwest says, oh, Teddy, I'm sure Donat and Jaguar. Let me tell you, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Let me get another drink of this Gatorade water. Hang on. All right, just to clear my throat. All right. How in the world did someone get pictures of Jaguar Wright? It appears that she's in her hotel room. Okay. Then you can see her kind of a side profile or whatever in a looks like still in the room. Maybe you could see like a terrace or something, like a balcony or something like that, maybe a window. Then you could see, the beds and the nightstand and this and that. It appeared to be a room that is used, not like it's like you walk in and how the hotel shows you, you go pick a room and all of this and that. It looks like it may have been occupied. That's just me. Again, it's the messier, the better Jaguar Wright. So here is my question to you guys. One person that we know who had a camera and was recording Jaguar Wright would have been Donat. Now I'm thinking Donat wouldn't do that. Would he, send photographs over? Or could it be like a third party, like in between? But somehow somebody got pictures overnight, quick. She uploads these photos. Now, I made a short, and more than 80% of the picture is covered. So I made sure it's transformative, it's everything. It's fair use commentary. You can't tell unless, I would, yeah. So back to this. Who took the picture? It's kind of like, remember, don't forget Kevin Hart. Y'all remember that, okay? Beginning of this year, I was reading from the Kevin Hart, the lawsuit and back and forth and everything. And so I was reading some things and what is the concern is, how did somebody get a camera into the hotel room, okay, and snap a picture? Now, the pictures that are shown are just, they're just simple pictures, but it's shown to say, aha, we've got a picture on you. There's a camera on you. Now, okay, so that's Donat. He can curse me out. I don't care. I didn't say he did it. As a matter of fact, I'm saying I wouldn't expect him to do that. Okay. Then the information is put out there. Okay. Could it be possible that the person who sent this over, because they sent it over with photos, who knew the whereabouts of Jaguar Wright, could that individual, because there's people everywhere, have gone or called that person? But how would they know? Right? Did they call every hotel in the area? Did they zoom in? Or had Jaguar Wright, again, I don't know. Listen, had Jaguar Wright posted pictures of her hotel room, or posted pictures, or talked about where she is? I haven't watched Donat's videos. Did Donat say where they were? Now, I wouldn't expect that Donat would put up, the hotel. So I don't think he has anything to do with it. Somebody posted it. Somebody gave it, sent it to her, woke her out of her sleep. Woo! They must have, like sent a, press one of those, they got a direct line or something. Well, she said that they sent it. Okay. So let's say that that's partially true. But it just woke her up and she had to post it at 4 a.m. in the morning, like right on it. And then she's like, basically, I don't care who, because you got to call Crime Stoppers. Guys, if everybody knows where Jaguar is, the big A's, are they going to be stumbling over themselves, and they're going to be calling the hotel, and they're going to be trying to ring up her room and get confirmation? But again, how did that individual obtain those pictures? That's the question. Was someone at the hotel paid to, let's say, room service? Where is my I need a sound for room service bell or knocking. Wait a minute. Just a minute. I need some sound effects knocking. Let's see. I mean, we are live, so come on. I don't know if that's loud enough, but that one sound good. Let's try it again. You hear that? So, room service, that could be a possibility. And maybe that's how she had that big, large, goblet of juice in her hand. I don't know. But could it have been room service? Miss Wright, are you there? Oh, well, someone sent up said that you ordered. Oh, she opens the door. It looks great. Oh, come on in. Oh, you can put the cart over there, right by the kitchenette. Yes. Oh, and let me check. I got to get you a tip too. You're so nice. I mean, it could have been, no. Oh, come on. Tell me, come on, please. Don't tell me y'all have never heard of anything like that. You don't know. How do you know? A little senorita, margarita, anybody Rita could have been, going up to the room. Or maybe senor. I don't know. Somebody went up to the room. Somebody, I mean, if it weren't but Jaguar Wright, she went up to the room, correct? So that's not for me to say somebody went up to the room. Somebody went up to the room. Don't please. But come on, that's the big question. It's kind of like Watergate, right? Who got the tapes? Who was in there like late at night? I mean, I just said, the messier, the better. It's Sunday. I know, but yeah. We'll have enough time, tomorrow, God willing, to get back into, Michael Cohen and Trump and everything else, which there's some news over the weekend, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. But can anyone help me? Okay, so we've got to not. We have to think of all of our possibilities, okay? And then we won't cover everything. Could it have been someone from room service? How was a picture inside of her hotel room obtained and it was posted of her there? Who did it? Do you think she has anything to do with this? I don't think so. Come on. Now, wait a minute. So you've got this, most wanted in Texas, that Crime Stopper place. Yeah. And there's a possible reward. What are they going to do? Split it by 100? I mean, or are they going to say it's a wash? Nobody gets it. Everybody called in with the answer. So they can't give it out. I mean, come on, she's up all night. Yes, Seeds up all night. I thought she was supposed to be on bed rest. Didn't she say something about that? Like she was not feeling well. She must be feeling fine. Yes, there were people, suggesting that she get rehydrated. And, she had been complaining of just not feeling so well, which the recovery must have been just so quick because she's up all still. She's raring to go. Now, okay, so we've got Donat and we've got maybe somebody from the room. Now, let's not discount. Could it possibly have been Jaguar? But I said quickly, why would Jag do that if there was a legitimate, kind of warrant or, out for her arrest or, she's on a most wanted? Why would she do that? Unless she wants them to come, to the hotel and arrest her. I mean, this is so messy. That's why I called it the messier, the better. Yes. And then, like the comments, all people are just saying, how quick of a job and how amazing their leader is. How they're like, how do you do it, girl? Not this quick, so fast. My, and all this. Oh, you're so fast. You're faster than the FBI, someone said, and the CIA put together. I mean, when she wants to find somebody, she can find it. Danielle Elizabeth. Okay, so let me come back to Jag. I mean, people are saying how fast. I mean, yes, she must be Superman. But took that Clark Kent hat off and ran into a phone booth, and there she was. Could it have been? Somebody is saying that it could have been Goomba, a side piece. Maybe someone who has been watching and waiting. Who could it? Who? Who else? I mean, they're like, somebody said, if you've ever gone missing, you definitely will want Kulu and the big D. Well, I didn't say the name. I just said the big D. So if you go missing, okay, so could that be another choice? Because Kulu and King World, they know how to find people. So maybe, shout out to Kulu over there streaming, maybe it was, no, Kulu don't need to send anything. But it was somebody. No, guys, come on. It's not just finding out where she is. They have pictures inside of a hotel room. This is what it appears like. So, yes, they are praising her early in the morning. Yes. I mean, like, pop goes the weasel all around the mulberry bush. What chased? Okay. What? No, wait a minute. Isn't that a nurse? Is that a nursery rhyme or a song? All around the mulberry bush. What chase? Was it the weasel that was being chased? Was it the weasel being chased? Or okay, let me focus on my my story. So, okay, so Kulu, we got Kulu, we got the big D. I don't know if it's the triple D. Dum dum de dum dum. I don't know. But how do we know? Maybe there was a jailhouse rock. Come on, y'all. I mean, give me some real. Yeah. Now, Mimi Twin says someone possibly impersonating a family member, doing things to get information, not call. Ooh, out. Cough, cough. Yes. That's a good guess. Don't tell me it could be the same person. Okay, so like different family members on depending on what side. Don't tell me it could be somebody on Jack's side of the family, who has connections with, you know, the big A. And maybe somebody else. Maybe they're sharing information. Oh, hello. Good afternoon. It is to Zenobia. Knock, knock. Wait a minute. That's the one I like. Is door knocking, door number 2. Yes. Zenobia says, YouTube Street rumor. Now we know rumor is not something confirmed. It was Kulu tracking Jaguar down like not an animal. And how she got arrested in a pool just. And I don't mess with Jag yet, right? Is right. Well, I have never heard that rumor, but thank you for qualifying it. Rumor has it. Now, rumor. Okay. Rumor, not confirmed. Gossip is said to be true, but you're just telling someone else's business. So I'm not gossiping this morning. No, what I'm doing is well, the messier the better. Okay. So what is this? Vicky says, and shout out to you. While Jag is being praised by people in her real life, said by Donat, Jag was on his panel. She sound unbothered, living her life. Mhm. Dinar sound like he really enjoyed himself. Yes, I would say, yeah, they look relaxed, no sweat on the brow. Just relax, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the, taking it all in. Having fun. So who was somebody following them? But surely they couldn't have gotten a camera in the room. How did they get the picture? That's what I want to know. Well, pictures of politicians have been had, right? So it's not impossible. How did somebody get Diddy's picture running down the hallway with that white? That wasn't a bathrobe, that was a bath towel. So the hotel, somebody captured that. It looks like the hotel. And then that picture would have been leaked. Could it have been leaked? So that here's another possibility. Could someone be a self-leaker? But again, I go to why. CCTV hotel footage. All comments and personal opinions are allegedly. Now, if somebody comes out and says, oh, well, how do you know those pictures weren't taken? And, oh, but they're, then are you misleading your folks? You're telling them to cash in, basically. There is something about, they always leave themselves an out if it's right. But then they say, there's a reward. So y'all pull out. Now, wait a minute. My sound effects back. That's one. I need a double swoosh. Give me two. That's it. So they'll be like, first one in. I know that phone must be ringing off. The stoppers, the crime stoppers must have received at least 10 phone calls this morning. I'll say at least 10. And now they're like fighting over it. She says, don't fight over it. Go grab the money. But don't fight. Keep your swords by your side. Seeds of Greatness Ministries and Bible Church says, her MO is always there's a reward for the first one who can get me the footage of the pictures. Yes. Yes, we have a real life experience. First one, here's the money. We know they offer cash. Cash is king. I know, an offering of sorts. Now, we do have, there is receipts for that, so we're not lying. A whip, whoosh, and a double three. What is that? Oh. All right, but I like the other one. It's much deeper. Zenobia says, it was embarrassing how Jag, mother, and son was evicted, and certain content creators had to bring it to YouTube, even had a sub drive and film this. It was really terrible. Jaguar Wright, I said it last week and the week before, and maybe the week before, is being stalked. Could be multiple people. But Jaguar Wright, and I said it, She's all the rage. And who can get the information first, faster, get it out there? They're like clamoring. I mean, everybody's like falling over themselves to get, this story, I guess. Am I going too hard right now? Makeup Diva and Curl says, Teddy, I'm laughing too hard right now. Okay. So who could it have been? What is this? Jag is not Carmen Santiago. Why do they care about her location? For these doxing content creators, this is a money grab, and that is doxing at its finest. At 4 a.m. in the morning, if it is to be true, in real time, tracking her down. So it's either real doxing or it's false doxing, right? She says she doesn't go for the false doxing, so it must be the real doxing. It must be the right one. Correct? Oh, so, all right. So y'all out there brainstorming. All right. Let's see. Midwest Mama says, Teddy, I don't think it's a payoff. I think it's a self-imposed expose for content. Jag and Donat knew folks were watching their every move. Now, let me just finish what you're saying. Maybe they did it themselves to set up their stalker. Jaguar Wright is no bird brain. Remember the puppet master? The puppet master. And who else is in film and Hollywood? It could be they've already expressed that sometimes you do things for the camera. Yes, it could be like roll 'em, action. Where's that movie? Take one. How, if I'm to believe, let's go down that pathway. Who took the picture that was not a selfie kind of pose? Because I think you could see two hands. You could see her hands. So who was taking her picture in the hotel room? If we go down that, absolutely. Z says, and that is quite plausible, Midwest Mama. Absolutely. But remember what I said in the very beginning. Really? The picture looks fake. Rare Groove says, do not. Now, Donat is the kind of person who would quickly come to the mic and deny it, or clarify it or do something about it, or say that, you want to click in a view and all this kind of thing. I mean, the two did get together, but it was on a special day. So that, yeah, it's plausible. Makeup says Donat is like Beetlejuice. Don't say his name. Yes, because he packs people up. He packed me up last summer. Yeah, big suitcase full of stuff. So, unpack it, repack it, do whatever. I don't have anything against Tanat. So, I'm just talking. I mean, really, I should be free. Everybody else is free. Midwest says, yes, Zenobia, it's a bag. Somebody is making bank or wants to make bank up on this particular story. So, I'm just kind of approaching it from a different angle, kind of entertainment. And it's like, where's the humor in this? And is there some truth to it? But then I'm going to circle back to you, Midwest. If this Crime Stopper, this is a real number, this is a real Crime Stopper, and this is a real photograph of her, why would the two of them scheme then? I mean, it would be brilliant, right? But the others were falling right in line, stumbling over themselves to be the first one. As a matter of fact, it would be the first post that I saw was Unwine with Tasha K. I posted. But then I hadn't seen it. That was on Instagram, but YouTube was all ablaze after Tasha K posted. Battle of the obsession. Yeah. Everything is to make money off this lady except her. Why is Jag? Yes. Zenobia wants to know if Jag is Crime Stoppers. Maybe you didn't know about that. Yes, there is. Let me see if I have that recent post from yesterday, or I can pull up on Tasha K. Let's see here. Okay, let me play music real quick, and then I will pull up that picture, maybe for some who hadn't seen it. All right, so this is Sunday. It's jazz. All right, got that feeling? It's just going to be some music. Give me a moment. I mean, I like the piano. All right, so let's bring this down. Yeah. Stop. Yes. So this is from the Crime Stoppers Grand Prairie Crime Stoppers Most Wanted. This is the post that Tasha K put up on her Instagram. Okay. These people, or the people pictured below, are wanted fugitives of the Grand Prairie Police Department. You know, give, tips, Crime Stoppers. All tips are anonymous, regardless of which of the three methods are utilized. And tipsters will be provided a tip number instead of using a name. Callers' anonymity is guaranteed by law, and you could earn in all bold, cash reward. Each fugitive, right? These fugitives, now this person on the left, we are not concerned about him. It's Miss Jacqueline S. Wright. You see, there's a case number, theft, an auto, a truck, vehicle, motor vehicle, a truck. Yeah. And it has a value, I guess less than, somewhere between 30 and less than 250, if that's what that is, dollars. So yeah. Yes. Hang on. Now what can't I? Oh, I see. All right. Yeah. Now let me come back to the chat. So then who called Crime Stoppers? Zenobia wants to know anonymously enough times for Jag to end up on Crime Stoppers. Apparently, there were multiple calls. Now, I listened to the call that Deefer made to Crime Stoppers. She was inquiring as to the interest. Have a lot of people been calling? That's what she asked. She asked a few questions. Mhm. Yes. She's very probative, inquisitive, and there's something else. When she called Crime Stoppers, her voice suddenly went an octave, maybe half octave lower, and it wasn't that, kind of cringing, squeaking voice. I mean, you could hear it underneath, but it changed. She does kind of a switching with her voice. Yes, I could hear it. The essence says, yes, LaDonna, that is true. She did cross state lines with the truck, but I don't know. All right, so we have some more folks coming in. We've got Ethan. Good afternoon. Says everyone calling Crime Stoppers needs her for content. We all know Jag sits on a throne of lies and desperately needs her meds, but some things can be taking it too far. So then who is at the root of this if it's all a scheme? Because then wouldn't you have to pull the wool over Crime Stoppers? I mean, so there is an asset that is at the center of this, a truck. There is an individual connected to that at the center of this, Jaguar. So alleged all of that to be true. So then who or whom would have put together this as a schema for content? At the expense, that's why I keep saying, if this is real, at the expense, I'm talking through like Jaguars, at her own expense, at Donat's expense, they planned this, plotted together, and it's great for a show. It's great, it's great media. Yes, it captivates people's imaginations. Remember, you always have to listen to what people say. Yeah. So, yes. And they too do know that people are watching. Yes. At least Donat would know. Jaguar Wright would too, I think. I don't know if she's been on. I don't know. But this Sean angle is interesting. Essence says, yes, Sean said he had it while she was in jail and he rubbed it in her face because her son's ashes was in the truck. It goes back that far. That's the vehicle. Oh, all right. So Essence, then my thinking is this. He would have the truck if he were involved in either putting up bond money or some kind of, insurance for the truck. In other words, because Jag's in jail, he goes and handles it or whatever. Does that make sense? Rare Groove says, Ethan, right, 100%. They drag her just for money. But Jag also doesn't help matters. Jen Jag was in jail. Yes. Midwest says, people are telling Crime Stoppers her whereabouts on the comments section of Crime Stoppers Facebook page. Yes, I saw someone saying she's always on her Facebook. She's here and there. That's why I said, they have got to split up to $2,500 for the tipster and divide that by what? 2,500, divided by 25 people. They're going to be pulling out their, keep your swords at your side. I don't know. It's not going to be a lot of money. If by 10, we've got $250. You want to dice that up, $50 a piece, the more you slice it. Yeah. And if you are in California, maybe you can buy an extra large pizza for $50 with all the toppings. I don't know. What is this? Sean was in contact with her mom and son. Yes, I remember. And he was still her friend at the time. So he took care of it. Exactly. That's why I asked, why would Sean be involved? Shonda be involved. Why would he be holding some purse strings? That makes sense. But, if he did have it, and he said he had it, and he's handling it, why then would they be looking? Connect for me. I can connect it with something else, but wasn't the vehicle turned in? If somebody else has the vehicle, Sean, What is he holding the vehicle? He can't do that. It doesn't belong to him. So, where is the vehicle? And is there money due? Like for the number of days that it went missing? Is that the difference that they're looking for? Again, there could be a lot of reasons why they might be looking for, the U-Haul company or whatever. Who put this out on her? Why? Is it stolen? Is the vehicle not there? What do we know? Oh, Mimi Twin, good afternoon, says the truck was confiscated with her belongings while she was on custody. Yes. I can't understand why folks are still trolling and harassing Jag, says Love Wins, who goes on to say, what is it, you them, of she didn't return the U-Haul, especially when these were supposed to be her friends? Like, are you one of them? Yes. No, wait a minute. Remember Shandava said in a video, him and Jaguar were never friends. He wanted to make it clear. You know how he talks when he's, backing away from something or making sure that, he doesn't get accused for doing any, he wants everybody to know what his liability is in something, even if it's a schema. We're talking about who is that young lady, back in 23, when Jaguar Wright, he had her on his show. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Aaliyah could be her mother, Legina Gold. So after that imploded, so did whatever relationship that Shandava had with Jaguar Wright, and remember, her show and all of this and that. He made it clear, Love Wins, he was never her friend. Never. Never, ever, ever. Trust no one. Is that it's all for content. Zenobia asks a logical question. If the truck was taken by the authorities, wouldn't they turn the truck over to its owners? I would hope so. After they've swept the truck for whatever, drugs or whatever they're looking for, because if they arrest someone, they're going to be looking for other things too. Don't know. Love Win says, if he said that, then his live with him crying that he was her friend trying to help her and claiming he went to the hospital, it was so emotional for him, was a lie and a scam. Ooh, there's some good news. I mean, emails, juicy emails. Okay. So, not that I'm going to share anything right now, but yeah, there's a lot of things going out there on YouTube. So check them out, and I'm gonna check it out too. You like this one? This is sexy saxophone music. Okay. Yeah.